I think a lot about random things. Like, how have things changed from the past to the present? And what are they going to be like in the future? So, I did some research on specific things in our lives that have changed throughout the years, such as cars, bikes, cameras, etc. This is a futuristic bike. It's futuristic because there are no spokes on the tires, there's no chain on the pedals, and the bike seat is not attached to the back wheel. This bike is electric, which is not around today. This is an old bike. It is from the late 1800s. As you can see, the tires are drastically different sizes. And it looks a lot harder to ride and looks a lot more dangerous. This is a futuristic car. This car is futuristic because it has no rough edges and it looks like it would go very fast. And we don't have these cars today. This is a car from the 1920s. There's not a lot of parts on it, which makes me feel that this car was very slow. This is an old TV. This TV is about the size of your computers today. And you had to get up to turn on any channel and to change the volume. There's no remote. This is a TV now. This TV is about the size of the one you have at home, or maybe a little bigger. This is an old computer. It took up a wall and a half, and it looks very difficult to use. Unlike the computers today that can fit perfectly on your lap, and you can do a lot with them and take them wherever you need to take them. This is a car phone. They had car phones because they felt if they had a phone in their car that they would have a phone wherever they went. We don't have those today because we have wireless cell phones. This is the first wireless cell phone. You could only call on it and it was not touchscreen. These are today's wireless cell phones, and you could play music, go on social media, and play games, and it is touchscreen. This was the first home phone. You listened out of this part and talked into this part, and you couldn't call far away. These are home phones today. Not a lot of people have them because they all have their own smartphone, so that not many people have home phones anymore. This is the first camera. This camera took 10 minutes to take one photo, and that one photo was very expensive to do. That's why I think that there's not a lot of pictures from the past, because it took 10 minutes to take one photo. This is cameras from the future. It's from the future because it's not out today, and it fits perfectly on the tip of your finger, and it had a lot of storage on it. This is a house. This house was made from brick and cement. Unlike the houses today from wood and plaster, which are a lot more flimsy than the ones from brick. This is a futuristic home. It is futuristic because the car is hovering, the person is wearing a different outfit, and the house looks a lot different than the ones today. This is an old toy car. It looks handmade and very well played with because it is rusty. This is an electric car. The electric car is about this big, and it is very fast, and we don't have these today. Back to this picture. This picture, I believe, is half correct. I believe that we could have hovering cars, we could wear stuff like that, and our houses could look like this. But anything in nature in this picture will probably not look the same because of pollution. Pollution will kill all of nature's things. So these bushes and this sky will not look like this, most likely, unless we do something about pollution. If this is pollution today, imagine what it would be in years to come. It's important to watch our pollution because we don't want to turn into Sneedville. So we don't have to blow up our own bushes or have meadow grass or have to pay for air and never know what nature is like. Thank you for watching my TED Talk.